So currently, these are all the 212th Clone Troopers that I personally own. And today we are gonna make this 20 times bigger. Right now, I just have 11 212th Clone Troopers, 2 Airborne Troopers, and of course, Commander Cody in the middle. So how am I gonna make this bigger, you say? Am I gonna go out and buy 200, 300 of the LEGO Star Wars ATTE? Because this is the only LEGO Star Wars set on shelves right now where you can purchase 212th Clone Troopers. Or is it? So there is another solution to 212th Clone Army building. And it's polybags. So for those of you who live in the US like myself, you've probably never seen these before. These are LEGO Star Wars paper polybags that are exclusive to a LEGO Star Wars magazine that it can only be purchased in Europe. So for those of you who do live in Europe, you can go out to your local bookstore, wherever you get a magazine, find this LEGO Star Wars magazine and spend €5 to get the magazine plus this right here, a gift with purchase or a LEGO Star Wars minifigure polybag. Now this changes every single month. Just like with regular magazines, there's a new issue every month. And with the LEGO Star Wars magazine, there's a new minifigure that's included every month. For March of this year of 2023, it was a 212th Clone Trooper. So at €5, that was absolutely a pickup in order to finally build a 212th Clone Army without breaking the bank, spending literally thousands of dollars trying to buy ATTEs. That's just not the way to do it. And even on BrixLink, these figures on average go for $13 to $15. They probably come down a little bit, but they're still super expensive. So this was by far the cheapest way to build the army. And if you're outside of Europe, you're probably not going to be able to get your hands on these at that €5 price tag, which is really unfortunate because I know pretty much every LEGO Star Wars builder in the US would love to get their hands on these magazines in order to build minifigure armies for LEGO Star Wars figures. I mean, this is better than battle packs, honestly. 4 of these is equivalent to a $20 battle pack here in the States. And guess what? You get 4 of the same figure. You don't have to, shell out $20 for a battle pack where you're getting different figures and you might not want all of these different figures. So this is definitely the effective option. Now, as I'm making this video, it is the end of March, so likely the magazine has already been phased out for the 212th Clone Trooper edition, which is unfortunate. And so the next month, April, will be another minifigure. I believe it's supposed to be Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it changes every month. So we might get another Clone Trooper in a few months. So it's definitely worth keeping up on it if it's something that interests you. Now, I do want to give a big shout out to Aaron, or 327 Brix, who was able to help me acquire all these 212 Clone Troopers that I'm about to build an entire army of, which is pretty awesome. I can't wait to be using these 212th Clone Troopers in my personal mocks in the future. And if you want to know more about this story of getting these 212th Clone Troopers, well, guess what, guys? I started a podcast. It's called BrixCast. I'll have a link down in the description. It's with my co-host, Aaron, who's the one able to acquire all these Clone Troopers for me. So you guys can go to the podcast, listen to the full story. Make sure you follow it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We've got a YouTube channel set up for it. It's coming out on a weekly basis. So definitely go check out the podcast, hear more about it. Now, with all that out of the way, let me tell you about how I'm going to give away 5 of these to you guys. So it's not just a giveaway of 5 212th Clone Troopers, it's actually 2 other LEGO Star Wars sets as well. This is 7 different giveaways with our sponsor of this video, Whatnot. So this Wednesday, March 29th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be having a Whatnot stream giving away all of this right here and selling an incredible amount of LEGO Star Wars minifigures and sets like the UCS Slave 1, like the 2016 Turbo Tank set, and with literally over 500 LEGO Star Wars minifigures that will be sold at auction starting at just $1. This is an event you're not going to want to miss. With these incredible giveaways, with the incredible auctions, this is going to be my biggest Whatnot stream to date. So down in the description, you'll find a link to join up on Whatnot. You'll get a $10 free credit, which you'll definitely want. And also down in the description, you'll find the link to where you can bookmark this Whatnot stream. It is going to be crazy, guys. Make sure you're there, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, March 29th. This is tomorrow after I'm posting this video. So your chance to win 5 of these, 1 of each of these sets, and get some incredible deals on LEGO Star Wars minifigures and sets. I'll see you guys there. This is gonna be pretty incredible. Thanks to Whatnot for sponsoring this video, and let's get on to 212th Clone Army building. So I don't know about you guys, but I am super eager to start building my 212th Clone Army. If you guys have seen my Clone Army videos in the past, all the way back in like 2015, you'll know that I never truly had a large-scale 212th Battalion Clone Army, so this is gonna be a first for me. I'm really excited. Now, I'm personally opening all these poly bags because I have use for all of these figures. I'm not just army building for the sake of army building. I actually have plans to use these figures in a future mock that will be revealed at a later date. So here's my plan. I've got 4 32 by 32 gray base plates, which are actually kind of rare, and we're gonna fill up all of these base plates with 70 clone troopers on each of these, making that 280 212th clone troopers, which is more than enough for any large scale mock. So I've kept you guys waiting long enough. Let's open all these 212th clone troopers. Let's go into a time lapse and see what it looks like. So there we have it, my 212th Clone Army now fully built out. This is 280 212th Clone Troopers, 2 Airbornes, and Commander Cody. So I guess in total, there's 283 figures here on these base plates. Not gonna lie, it definitely took a long time opening all those bags. I thought it would go quickly. It took a little over 2 hours to build and unpack all these clone troopers, which honestly isn't that much time. It would take a lot more time to unpack battle packs and sort through all of that. So this is definitely the most effective and time-saving option, but it still takes time to build all these clone troopers, and it looks so good. The result was well worth it. Now, this is an expensive army, but it could have cost way more going through the option of either BrixLink or potentially parting out ATTEs. This was definitely the best way, and it's really unfortunate that this is limited to just Europe. I really hope LEGO brings this LEGO Star Wars magazine eventually to the US so that fans like you can get access to potentially army building. Now, granted, it's not easy to get these magazines. You're never gonna find like 100 of them at one store. And granted, if you did, that's still hundreds of dollars that not every fan can spend. But if you find, a couple, maybe 5 or 10 of these magazines at a store, that's an easy way to get your clone army being built, and we just don't have that option in the US, Australia, Asia. It's only limited to Europe, and that's really unfortunate, and I really hope LEGO changes their mind on that in the future. Now, in terms of the purposes of this 212th Clone Army, like I said earlier, it is going to be used for a mock in the future. I don't want to reveal that just yet, but just know that if you hit that subscribe button down below, that you are going to be in for a big treat once I finally get to making the mock that I want to utilize these troopers for. It's going to be pretty awesome, pretty epic. Some of you might have an idea of what I'm talking about. Some of you might not. I can't wait for that day to come. Thanks to Whatnot for sponsoring this video. Don't forget that I am giving away 5 of those 212 poly bags, ATTE, fighter tank. Links are down in the description. You're not going to want to miss out on that stream. And if you're watching this video after that stream had premiered, make sure you go down to Whatnot and follow me, because I'm always doing new streams every month and you'll never know what I'm giving away. So stick around for those. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great, wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.